excited. I want them to look at that and be like, "Oh, shoot, you could put that tiger on my shirt, on my tumbler." On they'll have you plastered everywhere. Signs, banners, all of that stuff. Like that's tough, right? I really want you to think about what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. These bulldogs, not everybody gonna have these bulldogs, but they here in this room ready to go. And all you have to do is upscale them. Okay. And if it's already upscaled, then you don't need to upscale it again. It'll tell you if y'all see it that it has a blue button, like where the upscaling is, it'll say, I like, for instance, I really like that tiger right there. That tiger right there is tough. I feel like he can win a championship. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna upscale number 4. Boom. My boo gonna be ready for me at the bottom of this thing here. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. All this goodness. Just scroll, scroll. Dang, y'all create some great stuff. And don't forget about your backgrounds too. You need a background for every foreground. So you're gonna have 4. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna slow the scroll for a second. Okay, y'all doing your thing over here. You're doing your thing. Okay, not infringing on the rattler over there. I see what you're doing, Kim. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on with it. And that's how I get away with stuff when I go to events and I do FAMU homecoming. I'm not coming up there trying to print their logo and stuff. I know the people get me in a heartbeat. If they ain't paying attention to nothing else on that campus, they paying attention to whether you on at their homecoming infringing on their logo. Okay, they come around with a person with a keyboard and they looking for the holographic stickers you don't have. Not only are they reporting you, they taking your whole tent down. They're taking all your merchandise. They actually can seize your merchandise. Okay, ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. And I have actually been addressed, and stuff. They tried to get your girl, but your girl was too legit to quit. Ooh, that one looks good. Now, see, that football is not football. So sometimes what you're going to have to do is bring it into Photoshop. So I'm going now, since I have this, I'm going to take this right here. All right. This is my step. This is my process. I'm telling y'all how to prepare for class on Wednesday. I'm going to go to open in browser. This bad boy is going to pop up in my browser here. I'm going to right click and then save image as. And I'm not going to put it in downloads. I'm going to put it in my 245 folder. Okay. Boom, boom. And I'm just going to save it as Tiger. And it's a blue. Was it blue and orange? I think so. It really doesn't matter because you already teach you on Photoshop how to change the colors out. All right, so boom, we got our foreground. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that same prompt to give me a background. Boom, boom, boom. Because I'm in this room, it already knows who George Perez is. Even if it didn't know who George Perez is before, they know now. Okay, based on what we've been upscaling in this room. That's why it's powerful to be in the room too, because if you're prompting by yourself, you're not necessarily going to get these same results. We have to telling the server, telling Midjourney, telling the that this is with silly don't want. It's coming up with detailed, nice graphics that we all want. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and paste that. Just so I have style of, I'm gonna take that out, and then I'm gonna get where is my document? There we go. All right, all right. There's my prompts. There we go. The take off and the style of right there. And this one is going to be orange. I don't know why I just didn't keep blue there. I guess because I want the primary color to be orange and blue. Now I'm going to generate my field. Y'all, this looks good. And I'm going to show you some things tonight. Like a football field typically wouldn't have a number like this at the end. I'm going to show y'all how to use Photoshop to get your stuff right. So when y'all come to class on Wednesday, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach Chrissy is not finna help y'all do AI on Wednesday. It's not AI Wednesday, it's AI Money Mondays. Well, you got on Monday. On Wednesday, you are literally flipping a template. It's a quick flip, okay? She's gonna show you how to quick flip so that you can get really quick and efficient with these templates. So it takes you less than 5 minutes to do an art change out. If you can charge $25 for artwork that you can flip in 5 minutes, somebody want to do the math on that? Look here, let me break out the calculator for this one. So if I could charge $25 for my artwork, which you could easily do, and how many? Let's see, we got 60 minutes divided by 5. That's 12 pieces of art you should be able to crank out. Now that's $300 an hour. Anybody here want to get $300 an hour without having to have a PhD, law degree, would happen to be a worker in the streets? I'm trying to make sure I said that real eloquently because I know my decent nephew probably in the room. And I ain't in the room. I want to tell y'all this. If you can't do this, anybody in this room right now who says that they cannot do this,
This meeting is being recorded.
in the class on Monday, they're doing the AI. Matter of fact, they did the AI ahead of time. So they actually helped me prompt this session. They helped me teach this class, y'all. Come to class on Monday, come to class on Wednesday. If you can't do it, tell your 10 and your 12-year-olds to do it. I'm just saying. I know they can do it. They probably listening right now. What she said we can do? Yes, they can come in here and do the same thing with your supervision and permission, of course. All right. So if you ain't getting it, guaranteed I can teach your 10 and 12-year-olds how to get in on this. Okay. All right. So I got this image. I'm going to go open in browser. I'm going to drag it over here so y'all can see the process. Right click, save image as. And now I'm going to save this as, instead of tiger, I'm going to save this as background. Oh, I'll save this field so I know what it is in case I ever want to use this again. And it's blue and orange. Boom. So I told y'all I needed 3 pieces. You got your foreground, you got your background, and now we need our mascot. So we're gonna come on to the mascot room. Let me see. One of y'all might already have a blue and orange tiger. I see some tigers in here. Look what I can do. I can come up here to the search. I can put it in the tiger, orange and blue. Nobody made an orange and blue tiger yet. I guess that'll be me next. Okay, let me out here and see what y'all got. See, I was telling me everywhere in this room. Oh, y'all made some nice tigers. Come on. I see. Look, that one right there looks good. Look, y'all got some orange and blue tigers. See, this is why I love group economics. I love co-working. We are working together, y'all. Y'all would not be doing all this if we weren't working in a room tonight. So if I see something over here on the left-hand side that I like, I'm going to go jump, and I'm going to jump to that place, right? And I'm going to upscale. You already upscaled 3. I think I'm going to upscale 2. 2 is like speaking to me right now. So I'm going to upscale 2. I'm going to scroll all the way to the, ooh, y'all got some, ooh, Trojan in. Come on. All right. Sorry, I'm over here basking in all the goodness that y'all created so far. All right, so let me see. Where's my tiger? There's my tiger. All right, I'm going to open in browser. Go ahead and, yep, it's large scale. Save image as. Boom. So now, tiger, blue, and orange. And then this one, I'm going to put mascot in front. Why am I putting mascot in front? I kind of want to tell y'all why I name things the way that I do things, why I organize things this way, is because when it comes time for production, yes, I think like a crafter and a designer, like I want things to be pretty, but I also think, how can I not do this work again if I set it up one time? Okay. Hence using templates. Okay. I know we want to be all super creative and have something different every time. No, the idea is they didn't pay for all that creativity. If they did, then they'd be paying you like $1,000 for an hour. All right. So this way you earn your $300 an hour, keeping it simple, keeping it moving, easy as one, two, three. All right. So mascot, then tiger, because another one would be mascot elephant, mascot Trojan, mascot. Do you see where I'm going with that? Mascot, name of the mascot, then the color. All right, boom, there we go. Now I'm ready to flip the templates. And for those of you who are not in the AI room, you haven't seen the template yet, but I'm about to show y'all. I was going down this Wednesday. It's going down with Coach Chrissy. I should be like a sports announcer or something, but I don't really know too much about sports. So maybe not. Maybe I'll stick to YouTube and Photoshop and getting us excited about what we can do with this here screen. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. It is an all over design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the template and then I'm going to show you that sometimes there's some things that you're going to have to do with AI with Photoshop. Okay. So first I'm doing a basic template flip. And I'm gonna cut this down because I'm not re-recording this tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right. So customer happiness, if you would mark the time right now on the YouTube video, this is technically going to be my demo for template number 245. All right. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? We are getting ready for Wednesday Photoshop Live. And I have this beautiful template here for you that you can change out in 5 minutes or less. It's as easy as one, two, three. We got our subject, our background, and accent image, a little bit of text here. We're going to go ahead and get into this thing. First thing I want you to do is right click on the image. It says 0 photo 1. Go ahead and click on photo 1. And we're going to change this out. Now I'm going to do file, place embedded. And we are going to place in the mascot that we created Monday in AI class. All right, there it is. Boom, boom. Now you can go ahead and have your image cut out, but we can also use AI to cut it out. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to choose the object selection tool. And what I like to do is I like to make sure that the drop down for select subject is on the cloud, so it gets better results. And then you can hit select subject here, or you can just select it right here on the artboard. All right, and it did select that ball, but like I said, in Photoshop, you're going to have to do some extra stuff to your AI artwork. Sometimes feet are going to look funky, shoes are going to be weird. It's got old timey 1910 football in his hand. Cool, we can change that. All right, so now that my main image is selected, I'm going to go to select and mask so I can really see. And I'm going to go to view overlay so it gives me that red. And then I'm going to change the opacity. I'm going to crank it up so I can really see if that outline is clean. I zoom in. It looks pretty good. Sometimes you may have to come over here to the smooth feature to make sure you don't have any JE, jagged edge heartbreaks. And let's go okay. Boom. And then we're going to create a layer mask here. That's all cleaned up. I want to make it pretty much the same size as my original image. And I'm going to go to my move tool. If you don't see these transform controls, I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. About there is good. Okay, if you don't see those transform controls, check up top here. Make sure you have auto select deselected and show transform controls. Make sure that you have that on. All right, and now that we have it where we want it, we turn off the eyeball for the previous image. Let's close out of this, hit yes to save. All right, so I have my mascot. Ooh, he looking good. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the background image. So I have my field back there. And all I'm going to do there is just turn off the original field here. And I'm going to disable this layer mask for right now, just so that you can see it can get bigger. And then I'm going to, well, I'll keep this on so you can see how big it needs to be. Let's do file, place embedded. And let's go ahead and grab this field. All right, and you'll see that this one is in that colorway, a little bit different style. And honestly, I think I like this one better. But just to show you that you can change that out, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Now, what I want to show you is I like this one. I like it because it looks kinda like an apocalyptic field, like something just blew up on the field and boom. You'll also get this little flaming helmet. I'll tell you about that later. It's a little important. I made y'all a customizable helmet back here. What I wanna do is this field does not fill up the entire shirt. So I'm gonna turn on the art here so you can see, it's not quite big enough. And if I make it bigger and I just stretch it out, then I lose some of the details that I want where it's tight in. So you can do this with your artwork right now. You can go into that image, double click the field, right? Because it's a square, it's a 1:1 ratio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to image and canvas size. And right now, I'm going to tap in the middle here. And the width right now is a 10:24. I want it to be wider than that, but I want to keep it in the center so that it puts the white on the edges there. So right now, if I tell it the width is going to be 2000, I can hit OK. If I hit Control 0, you see it gave me white on each side. Now what I can do with that is I can grab my rectangular marquee tool. I told you I was going to get fancy up in this AI. I want a little bit of overlap. Grab just a little tiny bit of the meat of the image. If you don't grab any meat from the image, it won't know what you're talking about. Now, I don't have to type anything for generative fill. I'm just going to go ahead and select it, agree to the terms. If you have to, if this is your first time using it, hit generate. Now, if you do not have the latest version of Adobe Photoshop, then you want to update to the latest version so that you can get this generative fill option. Okay, boom. See how we extended that out? It gave me a little trash over here on the sides, but maybe it's thinking that's like the locker room or something, right? So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here to the right, generative fill, hit generate, let it do what it does. And if you notice on the very right-hand side of the screen, it's giving me different variations. So I'll take out through those different variations once it generates here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. That's the second variation. That's the third variation. I think I like the third one. Looks good. When I get it all like I want it, because this is a PNG, okay? It's not going to let me save all of this stuff. As a matter of fact, this first one, I feel like, yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's my first one. I actually chose option number 2 for the left and option number 3 for the right. Now what I can do is I can go ahead and select the top one, hold down shift, select the bottom one, and let's go ahead and merge those layers. One layer, one PNG, we're ready to roll. Now I'm going to, you know what? I feel like I need a little bit more sky because remember on the shirt, it didn't have enough to kind of go up there past the neckline. So here's another tip. If you don't know how tall you want to make it, just take your cropping tool and pull up at the top there. Boom, it automatically creates that white space. Hit enter or that check mark to lock in your transformation. Let's grab our rectangular marquee, grab this little space here, adding a little bit of meat from the image, and let's go ahead, generative fill, generate. Let's make it do what it do. Now, you do not have to wait for Wednesday class to do this. Your background image should already be ready to go because I'm not going to have Coach Chrissy do this with y'all. What we're going to do in Wednesday class, we're learning quick flips. So that means your work already needs to be prepared and brought and ready to bring in. Let me see. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. I can imagine that around the neckline, kind of looking. Yeah, I like that. All right. So again, I have to merge it all together. So I'm going to select the top one, hold down shift, select the bottom one, right click, merge layers. And now I can close out, hit yes to save. And let's see what it does here. Boom. See how it fills out the whole shirt now? And I didn't have to fade. Y'all know my thing used to be fading off colors and adding some paint splashes and some other randomness because I can't stand when an image is hard and cut off. It bothers me. All right, so I have this little effect on here right now, but I'm gonna turn it off so we can get the full image there. It looks good. And also, let me go ahead and turn on. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my frame here so I can get an idea of what this looks like as a 13 by 19, and then also what the print safe area is for my all over shirts for adult shirts. All right, cool, cool. Now is the fun part. Now we're going to change out the mascot. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here to where it says accent one, double click, file, place embedded. When I tell y'all I'm teaching y'all how to literally do this in less than 5 minutes, I've been talking way longer than it takes me to design. Okay. So here we are here. You can go to remove background if you have the smart AI enabled version of Photoshop. It's thinking right now to remove that background and it did a decent job there. So we're going to let that go. I'm going to turn off my jag patch here and let's hit yes to save those changes. All right. And I could have did a little more cleaning up there, but that's y'all's job. Make sure your logo is cleaned up. Make sure your photo one is cleaned up. Make sure your background is extended. So when you come to class, boom, 5-minute flip. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab some colors from the mascot here. I'm going to grab my color picker here or the eyedropper tool. I'm going to grab orange. I want to grab like Ventries that darker orange. I like that kind of burnt orange there. So that's going to be my color number one. I'm going to double click on there on the left hand side, the foreground color, and I'm going to add it to swatches, take off, add to my library, and then I might just call this one if this is a school that you're working on or a team that you're working on. So I'm going to call this the high school tigers burnt orange. Why? Because now it's going to save that swatch over here in my swatches. And I'm going to have that. If I scroll down to the bottom, see how it saves it down there? Now I can use the color picker without closing out. I can use the color picker to grab the blue. And I want that kind of navy blue there, right? So now I'm going to add that to swatches. And now this is going to be, what did I call it? High school tigers. I forgot what I called the first one, but basically whatever the name of the school is. Um, and the team, and then let's go with the blue. I'll call it navy. Okay. Oh shoot, I left on add to my current library. See what happens? I'm glad I did that because do y'all see what just happened? Whenever you put add to my current library, it's thinking and trying to add it to the internet. So if Photoshop ever gets hung up, that's why, because it's accessing your internet and it's really all up in your network. So what I like to do is take that off so it's not trying to put it on my library. Okay. Let's see, we're good here. We can hit cancel now. So I can go back to my swatches and I should see at the bottom, I have my orange and my navy. We are ready to cook. Okay. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way to the top. We'll take color number one. That's our main color right here where it says your team. We'll go ahead and make that one the orange color. Okay. So what I like to do, I like to duplicate my layer because if I'm working with teams, I kind of like to keep that color in there. Let's go ahead and grab the orange here. Boom, boom. Turn off the other one that we're not using. Let's hit yes to update those changes. All right, so already it's orange there, and I'm going to tell you how you can make it darker or lighter depending on what the color was. All right, color number two, let's double click there. We'll duplicate that layer. And let's change that out and make that the navy color. All right. I think I want a darker. Yeah, let's go with the darker. All right, here we go. All right, so it comes out really light because I had a light color before. Well, if I want to click on this right here, I'm going to your town. So I'm going to call this the my school tigers. Okay. My school, I want it to be a little darker, right? So I'm going to come here and change these levels, double click. I'm going to make sure that the black is all the way to the darkest black that it can get. And then I'm going to bring my midtones not closer to my shadows like you might think. I'm going to bring them closer to the highlight so it gets a little darker. If I do not want any trace of like white or lightness in there, I can also take my whites and say, hey, my whites, I want you to be not so white. Okay. I want my highlights to come down a little bit. All right. So same thing here for the your team. I'm going to double click on the T right here and I'm going to put tigers. Okay. And you can make it a little bit larger if you want to. I'm gonna leave it be because I think that's a pretty good size for you all, and I'm gonna take my school and bring it up just a little bit. I like to have my text overlapping, but I still want it to be legible. All right, so the word tigers looks a little light, so I'm going to go to my levels here, turn it on first and foremost, and then I'm going to pull it down in the darker area, pull it up here, maybe even bring my white down a little bit, and all I have to do is affect the levels, and that's gonna affect how the color applies to the gradient underneath. So I told y'all this is a 5-minute template. I'm talking longer than I have to, but I'm giving you some information as we're going along. We can go to the helmet right here, and we're going to double click on that helmet, and we're gonna make this color of the helmet right here. We'll take that color and go to our swatches. Let's see, based on the design, do I want an orange or a blue helmet? Let me see. Let me and the look the way this little image is here, I don't think I'm gonna have to change out the football right there. All right, let's go ahead and change this color. Let's make it the orange. Let's see how that appears. And then for the image here, I'm gonna take this image. That's our accent image. We have the jag patch there, but I'm gonna take this, our accent one here. I'm going to duplicate layer that one is. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna scale it up, turn off the jag patch. All right, all right. And then I have to come here because this is my helmet image here. I'm gonna come here and close out of that, hit yes to save. All right, see my helmet change there? And if you don't want the helmet to be on fire, that's cool. You can actually go to your flaming helmet that I created for you. And I got some little pieces that you can turn off for the fire. So I'm gonna turn off the fire so you see what it looks like without the flames. There you go. You probably want the flames. Y'all want the flaming helmet? Because I can take the flames off if y'all don't like it. Or you could take the flames off if you don't like it. If you wanna add like a drop shadow or something and not have the flames, I just felt like that was something cool, different, make you stand out. So that's it. We changed out as easy as 1, 2, 3. We changed our foreground, we changed our background, and we changed our text. All right. And then a little accent image is just a little razzle dazzle. That's actually a part of your foreground there. All right, so that's it. I might take this one and I might move it to cover up that fake, that not so great football right there. You know, there we go. And other things you can do, you can take that photo, you can add a drop shadow now, just to make it stand off in the background there. Make sure that you have a good little standoff there. You can make it more opaque. Boom, it's looking a little 3D already. Okay. And then also you could put a different logo, like on the helmet, maybe you put like the school monogram, or if they have an alternate logo or something. You don't have to put the same logo here and here. I'm just giving you some ideas. All right. So now I want to take a look at it. I want to control 0 to zoom out. I'm going to add my layer mask here. Looks good. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, let me put I'm gonna put a DTF vector-based mask in here for y'all too. All right, so I'm gonna take this mask right here and duplicate layer. I'm going to, which one is this one? Retro frame. Oh, it's actually got 2 of them on right now. Ooh, I like the remix of this. I just realized that. It was 2 different frames. Um, let's go with see, this one is a very smooth, sublimation type of mask. You're not going to get that lucky with DTF. So I'm gonna give y'all an alternate one. Let's go with this one. All right, so I'm gonna right click. I'm going to go to duplicate that into our 245. You won't have to do this. This will already be done for you, but at least you get to see my process. All right. I'm gonna do pretty much the same area here. And sometimes the mask may be a little taller or shorter than what you were using before. I want to kind of keep it consistent though. And then what I'm going to do is do Control A, and I'm going to center it down the middle here. So I make sure that it's centered. All right, and then I'm going to Control and then select the thumbnail image, and it grabbed all my active pixels. Once my active pixels are grabbed, I'm going to turn this off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an alternate mask for you here, basically just something to hold on to. So right here on the grunge old, I'm going to create a layer mask. And what this will do is this will hold your layer mask. So matter of fact, let me just create 2 layers. All right, so I'm going to call this DTF layer mask. And then I'll call this one sublimation layer mask. Like I said, I want to make things so simple. When you open up these templates, I want y'all to be able to rock out sublimation layer mask. Okay, so I'm going to take the sublimation layer mask. I'll put it there. The DTF layer mask, I'll put it here. And then if I want to apply either one of them, I can drag it up to the background. So you already saw what sublimation looked like. That's what the DTF one's going to look like. Now imagine that this is going to be so much easier. And I feel like it's a little, well, I guess that's a part of it, but I feel like it's a little twisted. Let me see, before I do this, I am going to I want to disable, actually, let me delete this layer mask. I want to change I feel like this is a little twisted. Even though it's straight on there, it's not to my eyes. So I'm going to visually kind of straighten that up a little bit. I think that looks better. And again, control clicking on that. Then I'm going to come here, add a layer mask. Okay, loud, I guess. There we go. All right. And let's see, now I can get rid of that. And whichever one I want to use. So if I want to use this one, drag it up here, boom. So here we have a solid color. Here we have the field that we created in AI. See how you can switch it up real quick. And then also you have the option to add this little grunge to it that makes it look vintage and old. It even makes the brighter image look vintage and old. If you don't want a solid color, you can also take this layer and tell it to change the blend mode to color. You see that? And it makes everything monochromatic behind it. You can get crazy with these blend modes, but that is your business. I just want to show you what the possibilities are. All right. I'm kind of liking that vintage look. All right, so we just went from flip 1 to flip 2. Of course, you can change the scale of some of these things, but I want to leave it there for you. So now what I'm going to do is, because I'm cleaning this template up for y'all, I have my foreground, my background, and then I'm going to take these 2 together. I'm going to call this my art. And this is template number 245. Can y'all believe that? 245. Some of my OGs were here with me for 101 that I had to teach 4 times because the first time I taught it, I spent 12 hours with y'all, spanned out across 3 days. Some of y'all actually remember that. All right, so Art 245. This is going to be my DTF version. So I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to make a little folder. I'm going to pretend like this is my job. Like somebody ordered this. This is for a school. So I'm going to call this my school because these are my school. Oh, if I can spell school, my school, SCH, Shannon, OOL. So these are my school tigers. So this school ordered this order for me. All right, and I want y'all to label it like this because I just know that y'all are gonna get this order. And then I'm gonna say football 2023. All right, so that's their order. They ordered 300 shirts from me. All right, I'm gonna open this up. And then when I put the Art 245, I'm gonna do dash. And then this is my 13 by 19 version. Okay, even though it's not exactly 13 by 19. And this is also your DTF. So I don't know if you're doing DTF or sublimation. If you don't know which one you're doing, go DTF and then you can always sublimate it. Like there's gonna be no problems whatsoever sublimating, but it might be a problem. It will be a problem with that other one doing DTF. All right. So then what I want to do is I'm going to take off the layer mask. So just disable the layer mask. All right. And this full thing now is going to be my whole artwork here. I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG. All right, and this one is gonna be my all over. So dash all over. And this is just getting me ready. All right. Now for your Automizer, I'm gonna show you how I want you to export some of these things. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so now I'm showing you a way that this is gonna be quick, ready for the Automizer. Okay, so for those of you that have the Automizer, these are the parts that you want to save. I want you to come to the background here. You're going to right click, make sure that that layer mask is disabled. Right click, quick export as PNG. That's your background. And I like to just save it in a folder so you can have all of these little pieces, whatever their title. All right, you have your background there. Let it do what it does. Now, these are all over files, so they are bigger. I just want y'all to know that. That's why a lot of times we'll design 13 by 19s because most of you all are not printing all overs, but maybe you're interested in it at some point, or even designing it so you can send it off to a third-party printer like ArtSat. All right, foreground, right click, quick export as PNG. That's our foreground. And what I'm gonna do right here is view large icons so y'all can see what's going on. Boom, boom, there we go. So we have our background, like I said, 1, 2, 3, foreground, background, and then our text and our accents. So depending on what we're doing in the Automizer, you just need foreground, background, and your accent elements. Okay. And then I also like to know what my hex colors are because you can change those hex colors in the Automizer too. All right, so art, we got that. All right, now let me focus on the accent here. We can right click that and quick export as PNG. So now I have my little accent there. Just in case I want to throw that little logo on something, I want to add a little razzle dazzle. And then my flaming football helmet here. I'm going to take that whole thing. And although I don't know if it's going to be an accent element, I think I'm going to use it as an accent element. So I'm going to come here, quick export as PNG. And I'm gonna name it accent 2 because I don't have another accent, so I want this to be my accent 2, or I think I do have a 2 already in there. I might make it a 3. So accent 2 was this one. Like, just in case you didn't wanna use the flaming helmet, maybe you wanna use an embroidered helmet. And if that's the case, I showed you all how to create embroidery patches in AI. That was AI class number 002. We did all the embroidery patches. And I think that's a fun element. Nobody's using that yet. So get on top of that before it's trending and somebody else tell you that they came up with it first. All right, y'all, I'm done teasing. So I have my elements, pretty much what I need here. I'm gonna check my folder, and I'm gonna go to my 245 folder. There we go. All right, so let's do view. Mm, extra large icons. Here we go. All right, so now inside of this folder is everything that I need to design with. Okay. Usually, what you can do too for the background, in the Automizer, it has like a layer mask in there. If you want your layer mask, then you can basically use the background that already has a layer mask there and replace that layer mask. What I mean by that is activate the layer mask here, and then when you right click, quick export as PNG. I'm gonna call that layer, BG layer mask, just so I remember to put that as my layer mask. All right. So that is that. Now you can go on to assemble those pieces however you want in the Automizer for your banners, backdrops, party favors, all of that stuff. Okay. T-shirts, socks, all of that good stuff. All right. So I will give you all some ideas on Thursday. If you join me on Thursday, I'll give you some ideas of what products that this would be good for. So when you do your mock-up on Saturday, because I'm giving you all schedule, when you do your mock-up on Saturday, then you have an idea of what 5 products that this particular project would look good for, would resonate with your customers and your clients for. All right, so that is it. That's your whole design. I think I might flip it one more time. What do y'all think? Y'all want to see me flip it one more time, or you want me to stop the video? Let me know. In the chat, in my Zoom room, my AI in action, folks. Ventrisa says, yes, I remember. Ventrisa was there. Nancy says, flip. All right, I need y'all to sing the flip song for me then. Now who they want? Flip, flip. All right, okay, I'll flip. I will flip. I will flip just for my loves. Okay, so let me find, matter of fact, let me show y'all how quick this can really be done, because now that we have this AI room, we got an arsenal. We have an arsenal of images to go by. Like, this is really exciting me. Let me see. Ooh, Panthers. Let me choose something different. These bears are bearing. I like this. I like this bear, right? I like number 2. I kind of like, let me show you if I wanted number 4 and it's not cleaned up. And it has the red in it too. Let me show you how to get number 4. So whoever this is, you're gonna get a little bonus image. Ooh, the Timberwolves look good too, Nancy. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Bears right here. It upscaled number 4. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Creative Fabrica ain't got nothing on this $27 class, y'all. All right, so afterwards, this class's replay will be available. You'll be able to access the room and all that stuff, get in the room and stuff. But y'all, the benefit is being in the live. Can we let the people on the YouTube side know that if they were actually in the live, they're gonna get help, they're gonna create some artwork, they have accountability, and you all get to ask questions. We pull you out the mud. Tell them the live is where it's at. Shauna, tell them. Shauna says, right, right. So I don't even know who's saying anything on YouTube right now because I don't have the YouTube open. I'm just giving y'all a little sneak peek and understanding of what's happening in class, and then also how we're really using this time on Monday to plan, and not just plan, but really prepare for Wednesday. So when y'all come in on Wednesday, ain't no confusion. You know what you're working on. You know you're about to make some money, and you are ready to produce. Okay. And Alisa says one-on-one help at that. Yes, exactly. All right. So what we're gonna do to this? We're gonna click on it, go to open in browser. Let's go ahead, right click, save image as. So now I'm gonna do a bear. So now I'm gonna do a different project here. So I'm gonna do new folder, and I'm gonna put the My School Bears. Football 2023. And then this is what I do. Inside of my folder, I make a folder called miscellaneous. That's stuff that I might have used to build, but it's not necessarily what my final printed products are. Okay. So then these are bears. It's not really that school's bear, but it's a bear. And it is, my apologies, it's the mascot bears. Remember, I told you you can have mascot tiger, mascot bear. All right. So mascot bears, and it is blue and red. All right, cool. Got that done. Next. So now I have the mascot here. I want to choose, I'm going to put bear and I'm going to put blue. Somebody made a blue bear up in here that I can use. Let me see. Bear. Let me just put in bear. All right, so now I can scroll through everything that y'all made today. This is okay. I'm seeing. Ooh. Okay, so this one I'm gonna use more like a 3D character. That bear is cool, but he looked like he in the G Unit gang or something. He got on the vest. That's not really well, you know what? I think I could go with that. I could rock with that. I like that. But it actually looks like a real bear. Let me see what else I have here. Let's see number 2. So I'll type in the word bear. Ooh, that one's cool. I like that one. Let's go with this one. All right, so this is my bear, and I wanna upscale it, so I'm gonna go open in browser. Now, I have not officially upscaled these, just to let you know. If you want to upscale them, let me go here, and if you're looking for something, you can go to jump. If you tap on jump, it's gonna take you exactly to where this is. There is an upscale option here. I can 4x. This is an upscale. Now I'm giving y'all a bonus here. If you upscale them, it's gonna have better resolution. So I'm gonna upscale. It should upscale it towards the end. I'm gonna scroll all the way down through all of this that y'all created. Do, do, do. Y'all, let me ask you this about school. Wouldn't it be more helpful if school was like this? Like, you know how you can't look at nobody's paper and, your answers got to be all to yourself. The fact that we're in this room sharing together, we are learning 100 times faster. I guarantee you. Some of y'all tonight, it's your very first time even touching AI. And if you was trying to follow along and read a book or watch a video by yourself, it would take you a lot longer than us doing this collectively. Ooh, some of these fields, y'all look good. Look really good. Oh, you know what? The upscale is going to be where the image was. Oh, let me see if it's ready for me. All right, let me go ahead and grab this thing because I ain't got time to wait. All right, so this is my mascot. So then this is gonna be my mascot. Oh, you know what? That one was supposed to be logo. So I am going to put this one with the 2, and then I'm gonna change the name of the other one. That one should have been named. This one should have been named logo. So then that way, when you go to look for it again, if you have any bear, if you put bear plus logo, then you're gonna be good. All right, so that's that one. Now I'm not gonna make this vector, but I am gonna go ahead and clean this one up. So I'm gonna go into my PNG, show you all if we select the smart. Well, let's first do the object selection tool, go to cloud, then select subject. Okay, so it's trying to get this little extra meat right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over to my quick selection tool and I'm gonna hit the minus instead of the plus. So I wanna take this part right here off. I just want it to be the clean, just the head by itself. and Photoshop to change the number on his jersey. Mm, I don't know if y'all going fast enough. YouTube it. Y'all better share it with somebody that can like it. Go ahead and share. All right. Like I said, the video disappears after we're done today. All right. So while we're waiting to see if we get these extra likes, I'm gonna go ahead and merge that down because I think I like this one here. Yeah. Actually, two is better. Let's go ahead and merge it down. Alternatively, you can take the top one, hold down shift, take the bottom one, and merge layers. Okay, that's how I showed y'all to do it first. Now I want to select see how y'all see how y'all do when y'all want something? Boy, I tell you. When y'all want something, y'all sure know how to work for it. All right, I see y'all gave me the little lights. I see them. All right, so I want to go ahead and go to the drop down for select subject, choose cloud, and then I want to hit select subject. Boom, there's my outline. It looks pretty good there. I'm going to go to select and mask just so it can give me that red outline. If you don't see the red, make sure you go here to overlay and make sure you crank that overlay up to 100%. Unless you just want to see like if it's cutting off some of the background, you can turn it down. All right, he's looking good. Let's go ahead and go to OK. And we're going to create a clipping mask with the rectangle down here at the bottom. All right, so it's good, but let's just say it's not even enough. Sometimes it won't even be a number here, y'all. Sometimes this is gonna be cray cray. All right, I don't even think I used cray cray when cray cray was a term. I don't know why I'm acting brand new for y'all YouTube. I don't know why y'all making me nervous because y'all gave me them extra 3 likes. I don't know. Let me go ahead and grab this two right here. Let's go to generative fill and generates. Y'all gonna love me for this. Y'all gonna love me for this if you don't already love me. And if you do already love me, you're gonna love me some more. Mm. All right, so let's go to our variations here. If we needed to, we could do that again, but let's see if the variations took care of that. And it did. Oh, they gave me a little button up. What's up? All right, so I have it here, but I feel like there's a little bit here that it grabbed a little, it was looking at this logo, I think, trying to create something here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna merge that down. Okay. Apply. All right, and then I'm gonna take just this little area and I'm gonna generative fill that. So remember when I told y'all if I stay with y'all for 1 hour, you got to do 2 hours worth of work? We have been together since 7 o'clock. I gave y'all 2.5 hours. That means y'all owe me 5 hours worth of work. Every time I'm telling y'all, every time Coach Chrissy spend an hour with you, I want you to put in 2 hours, okay? This is your business. We are literally helping you invest in your business. And as long as you show up, we're going to show up. And I want you to show up for your business more than I show up for your business. Okay. All right. David, I know you know what I'm talking about because David, you've been following suit. You've been on the plan. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm gonna right click here, merge that down. All right, cool, cool. Let me show you a little trick. All right, I am going to create a number here, and the number is going to be somebody give me a number in the chat. Anybody that's doing the Bears, and then also remind me to change that yellow to red because I forget that he's supposed to have red in his uniform and not yellow. David, I'm gonna let you pick since I've been bragging on you. Oh, Shauna, is this your image? Is this your image? Shauna, I got you. Okay, 8. Got you. Okay. Well, since this is your image, guess what? We're gonna work together tonight. We finna get this in. It's gonna be a number 8. All right. So right now it has that orange selected there, but we can change that. And if we want a more collegiate font, let me see. Let's see if I got a little college font or whatnot. Killer College. Um, let's do this one. This one's simple, collegiate, solid bold. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Keep this inside the template for those who are in Wednesday class. So you'll have the bear, you have the tiger, and you have a jaguar. That I don't even care where you are. You could sell at least those 3 with this template. Even if you don't come to class with anything else, we're giving you 3 flips of this template. Okay? Just saying. All right, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just make it white for right now. No, I'm not. I'm gonna make it black. Only because I wanna be able to recolor it. You know, I like to recolor stuff, later on. But actually, let's make it a contrast color. Let's grab that little gold for right now. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because 'cause I'm using this basically to see what I'm gonna do with it. So that's the number 8. I'm gonna go ahead and, right click on this and convert it to a smart object. Why? Because I need this to basically be good all by itself. And then I'm going to take Alt, click and drag a version of this smart object, and I'm gonna do some things to it, okay? So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm gonna kind of rotate it a little bit to be more in line with how his torso is kind of contorted a little bit, or it's got that 3/4 turn to it. We'll do that. And then we will, let's go here to, I'm gonna go, there's 3 different ways we can do this. I'm gonna do a whole class just on this, but for right now, we're just gonna do it the simplest way, which is to edit, transform, and warp. You warp that thing, you're gonna be in there. Okay. So what I can do, I can kind of go with the um the direction of how the shirt is kind of stretching a little bit. I can I can crease it up a little bit where it's crinkling up. There are all kind of things. There's a displacement map, there's puppet warp, there's what I'm doing right now is a transform warp. There's also perspective. There's so many ways you can do this. I'm just doing this real quick because this is the easiest way to do this. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first version and let's say we want it on the sleeve. I would advise you don't put the number on the sleeve. You know what? I'm gonna do what I tell y'all to do. I can't do something I tell y'all not to do. The reason why I say don't put the number on the sleeve is because if you have each parent coming to you saying, "Hey, can you put my son's logo or my son's number on the jersey?" Now you only have one place to put the number. Does that make sense? All right. So let's keep it like that. Now let me go ahead and stylize this thing because it's a smart object. I can go into this number. I can make it anything that I want. I am going to, I'll make this canvas size a little bit bigger. Let's go with this 215. We'll keep the height the same. Only reason why I'm doing that because some of you will have double digits and I don't want y'all to be confused on what you can do here. All right, so let's go ahead and put a stroke on this thing. Let me zoom in a little bit. And this is very low resolution, y'all. Very low resolution. So I'm just letting you know that. Let's see, our colors are, I'm gonna do a white stroke. So we'll do a color of white. And then instead of center, I'm gonna do outside. Now watch this. When I put an outside stroke in, I'm gonna have to shrink the text down. All right, and then for the pixels, let me do 3. And then for this one, I'm going to do a solid color. And we have not selected. Let me go ahead and close that down. I want to grab my logo and I'm going to pick colors from the logo. That's why I like flat logos because they're so much easier to pick the colors from. So if I go over here to my swatches, grab here, my first color is going to be the darker blue. I'll double click and add the swatches. I'm going to call that Bear Blue. Turn off the add in my current library. All right, next one, I'm going to select the red and I'm going to call this Bear Red. Even though it's a little burgundy, it's fine. All right, so now I can close out of this. I just selected those colors. I go back to my little smart object number here. I'm giving y'all the whole game. This is why when I make templates for y'all, y'all don't see the 6 to 12 hours that went into making a template that takes you 5 minutes to change out. Just saying. All right, let's go ahead and do a solid color. Let's do the red as the color. Right click, create clip and mask. And then I need to make it a little bit smaller so that the outline is not on the outside there. Boom, boom. And because it's a smart object, it will update. Okay. And for this one, it's because I shouldn't have done that. But now I'm gonna have to stretch it out a little bit because I don't want to stretch it out here. So what happened was when I did my smart object, I made it wider, then it kind of shrunk it in. So again, we can go edit and transform. I can warp it and I can kind of say, hey, I know you really want it to be somewhere out here. And I can select control like these. Here, let me do this. This will be easier for me. I'd rather take the original one and redo the warp. It wasn't that hard. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna see how it's wider now because I gave it more space. All right, all right. And let's go. And I'll show you this time. This time I'm gonna show you a puppet warp. All right, so puppet warp is, let's say, you want it to pin it in certain areas. You don't want it to move here. You don't want it to move here or here. And then you can start pulling the endpoints. So if I wanted this to look like it was kind of on the fabric, kind of moving a little bit, I can kind of follow some of these details. I think puppet warp is harder than it needs to be for no reason. Unless like if I'm changing people, like I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It can give you some details. I don't think it's worth it though. So that's puppet warp. I'm gonna go back. I told y'all it was 3 main ways that you can use the warp tool. So I'm gonna redo my little rotate. And then another one, you can do distort. Okay. And that one is it's not quite perspective, but this one is a real simple one. It only gives you 4 corners to really play with. And this one is probably one of the easiest. Like if you don't know how to deal with perspectives and warping stuff, this is one of the easiest ones to deal with. Okay. All right. You can actually also come up to this tab here and it should look familiar. That's the same one where you can arch your text and all of that. All right, so I'm gonna leave that one right there. I feel like it's not really on the shirt though. So what I am going to do, this is just a little bonus, y'all. Like I said, I don't even want y'all doing all this. I'm gonna take this part right here of the shirt. This is what I do in the templates all day for y'all. Copy that, and then I want to edit, paste special, and paste in place. Then I'm gonna take that and drag it right on top of the number. And I'm going to make this black and white. Like I said, I'm just gonna show off for y'all a little bit. Go ahead and create a clipping mask for that. And I'm gonna change the level. So, and then I'm gonna clip this into this number 8. So right click, create clipping mask. So now that black and white kind of layer that I created plus the number is now clipped here. Here, I'm going to change this blend mode. What do I want this blend mode to be? I am going to pin light. Pin light looks pretty good. And then the black and white is on here. I'm going to merge this down to where now that's black and white. You see how I'm kind of getting my, look. Did y'all know it was finna get out of? If y'all come to class on Monday, this is what I'm going to give y'all. Okay? I want you to know that the more that I see y'all putting into your business, the more it makes me want to help you. So I don't mind if I know that you're going to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so this one right here, blend mode is applied to this, but I want to take the outline off of here. So I'm gonna clear this layer style, and I'd rather do my outline outside because I want a crisp white here, and then I'll bring the opacity down. So I'm gonna put my stroke on here. Yeah, baby. Bring the opacity down on the stroke. There we go. So it didn't look stark white. That's my number. And I feel like I mean just a little bit. All right, so that's the number. If I change it to a big number, the biggest number I like to test with is 99 or 00. So if you test with a 99, and then I'm going to make sure that this is on the center. Okay, Control A, go to my move tool, Control A selects all, and then I'm going to center this number right here. All right, so I'm going to test it with 99. If 99 works, then we're good. All right, make sure 99 works. 99 is kind of veering over there a little bit. So I'll pull it down just a little bit. There we go. And I'm gonna scale it down just a little bit because I don't want y'all to have to. Because if we had to, we can go around that finger. But listen, like I said, if you make this to where you can automate this whole process and you can flip through 30 designs in a day, if you had to, I'm telling you, you can if you had to. All right, so next, we need to change the yellow to this red color, or we can change the yellow to white. Let's do the red though, because I told you all you can do that in Photoshop. Let's say you tried to recreate the same image with a different color uniform in Midjourney and it wasn't giving you what you wanted. We can do something about that. So let's choose. Um, I'm going to turn off everything except for the bear right now. Okay. So let's go to select, and then I'm going to go to color range, and I'm going to grab yellow somewhere here. All right. And then I'm going to click on my plus sign here, bring the fuzziness down at first. And I'm just trying to grab some yellows. It might start grabbing some of his face. It's okay because he has some yellow in his skin tone. Now y'all see what I'm talking about when I say create blue and green type of stuff, because most people don't have blue or green, or even the mascots don't have blue or green. All right, and now I'm going to crank my fuzziness up just a little bit. So it's showing all the places where that yellow is. I'm going to hit OK. And it's got some things selected here. I'm going to choose a solid color. And the solid color that I'm going to choose, you guessed it, is the red. Okay. And then we're going to put a blend mode on this of color. But there's some things I want to remove from this. So on this layer mask, I'm going to use my paintbrush tool to make sure that I paint away. Uh-oh, I lied. I got to be on the layer mask, and I have to have the black selected in the foreground. And you'll see I can kind of get rid of that. I don't want it to recolor that because he does have yellow in the fur. Just cleaning that up a little bit there. Same here. We're going to clean that up. And see, I was not really affecting the blue because the blue is a totally different type of color than the yellow. And I'm just going to clean that up. Make it really simple to change this to red. All right, let's get rid of the color down here on the feet. And here too. And see how if I had just generated this the proper colors in AI, then I wouldn't have to do all this work. But this makes you able to have mascots that you can interchange the colors. So let's do, I want to do a levels here. Okay. And I want to clip both of these down to the bear. So right click, create clip and mask, double click on that. And what I want to do, I'm gonna delete that layer mask. I'm gonna take the layer mask from the red and alt click and drag it to the levels. So it's only going to change the levels of where my red is. All right, so I want it darker for sure. I want it not to be so white, so I'm bringing the whites down. And I'm gonna have to get a little bit cleaner here with this selection. Also, I'm starting to see my pixels here, so I want to be very careful with how much I'm really pushing this. Okay. All right. So that looks good as far as the color. Now I'm gonna have to clean up, and this is why I say you have to get your Photoshop skills up. You could do this with the pen tool. I'm gonna grab my pen tool here, and I'm actually gonna clean this selection up. Pen tool is your friend tool. You hear me? I know we're afraid of it because we like to do them little quick selections and stuff, but sometimes it's just not gonna cut it, and you're gonna have to do this manually. Right? So I'm only gonna do one of these straps manually because this is just for demonstrative purposes. All right. I would usually spend a little more time on something like this. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is turn this into a selection, hit OK. And then instead of doing this on my levels and my color fill, what I'm gonna do is just do it on the color fill layer. I'm gonna delete that layer mask. I'm gonna take my color fill here, grab my paintbrush, and I have to have white selected because I want to add to this selection. And I'm going to clean that up. Control D to deselect. Now I can take this, I'll click and drag it down here, and that looks much more better. Okay. So y'all gonna get it like this because your girl gave you the concept. I showed you how to do the work. You got the video that you can follow along with if you're a member of the academy. If not, then you got some free game tonight on the house. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So I'm gonna save this as a PSB so that if you all want these little layers, if you have the template, you have it. So let me save it as a PSB. Or, I'll save it as a TIFF. That way you can preview it. And I'll put it in this folder. Now, what this means is I'm going to be able to pull it in now, and it'll have those layers where y'all can play with. Okay. Oh, I got to turn my number back on. Duh, Deidre. So I'm going to bring this number to the very top because that's now going to be my change this number. So double click to change number. So, Shauna, you wanted number 8. Guess what? Double click 99 and change it to 8. Yes to save. There you go, my love. Now, what I like to do is turn that off so it's not in the way. If you want to add a little drop shadow for a little dramatic effect on this number, we can add a little drop shadow. Make it look like it's got so we'll do a short distance, short spread, short size. You can even make it look like it has stitches and stuff around there, but I don't want y'all spending that much time on this thing. I want y'all to go ahead and get to work, get business. Like when y'all have this template, whatever bears, lions, tigers, and bears. Did we almost do like lions, tigers, and bears? We did. We didn't do a lion, but we did a jaguar. A jaguar, tigers, and bears. So find those 3 locally, make them the colors that you need to, and start targeting these schools and stuff, y'all. I'm gonna take this. I don't like this color right here on this. Um, mm, what would I do here? I think what I would do here is just make this yellow. I would do the same thing. I would take my pen tool, clean that up, probably instead of yellow, make it gray so that I don't have to worry about recoloring it. And you can do something like your polygon lasso there just to get a little quick boom, boom, boom. And then what I can do with that particular layer is I can create a new color, solid color, make it black. And then what I'll do is turn that blend mode on, color, and then I would take this little area right here. I'll click and drag that here. Let me go ahead and gotta rasterize that in order to apply the layer mask. Apply layer mask. Take that. Put it over here. And then let me go ahead and add the black here. Now I don't want y'all doing all this. Supposed to be white. Oh shoot, I was drawing white on my thing. That's what I was doing. I was like, that's not what I was supposed to be doing. I gotta put black back on now. I was supposed to be on my layer mask. You see how I was drawing on my actual thing there? That's what was confusing me. All right, I want to just black that out. Here we go. No color. All right. I'm spending way too much time on that. All right. So let's go ahead and close it out, save it. All right. So we have our AI subject. We have our AI mascot. We don't have an AI background yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to our Midjourney. Some of y'all could have homework done, some of y'all could be completely prepped the whole time we've been going since 7. Y'all can have all 4 mascots, all 4 logos, all 4 backgrounds. Right. So now I'm going to type in the word blue because I want to see some stadiums that are in blue, some images that are in blue. I think we got several pages of here, several. There's a blue and green field. I can rock with that. I'm liking this blue and neutrals. That one looks pretty cool right there. But it doesn't really go, I want a more realistic field. So what I can do, ooh, that one's kind of nice. Let me go to where we were creating our fields. As a matter of fact, let me just type in the word field. Like this is how I want y'all to be searching here too. Like this is exactly how you could be working inside of like homework is done. It's right here in this group. We have at least 1,000 files in here in this group right now. So I'm typing in field and I want to see what field I want to use from the images we generated tonight. Ooh, that purple one is nice. That red sky one is nice too. What if I took that purple one and made it blue? I like that. Let's go with that. I'm going to open in browser and then I'm going to right click, save image as. I'm going to go ahead and save this as, I'm going to save this one as purple. So I'm going to put field first because that's what it is. So I might have a field purple, field blue, etc. So this is my field purple. I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up because I'm ready to work with this. I'm ready. And you know what I have not done this whole time? Done the save dance. I'm tripping. Let me save my work. All right, so it's giving me blues that I don't want. However, I can go and I can do a hue saturation level right now or hue saturation adjustment. And I can grab this little finger here, point on a purple, and it tells me that those are magentas. And what I can do is I can shift my magentas. Y'all see that? I don't want blurple. I want to get as far away from purple as possible. I also feel like I have some reds in here. So I'm gonna grab those reds and shift. See, I have some reds in the middle of the field. So I'm gonna shift those reds more towards the blue. I'm gonna let it be a little red. All right, and then also let me take my blues, and you can really see what something is by either changing the hue or pulling the saturation all the way down. You can see what's really affecting. All right, so I'm gonna take those blues and I'm gonna pull them closer to blue, basically away from the purple. And then the lightness, I'm gonna bring because we have more of a navy blue, so I'm bringing that down. The reds here. Now we do have red in the image, but I'm not trying to highlight the red, so I'm actually gonna bring the red saturation all the way down. I'm just gonna kind of gray it out. And for my magentas, I think I still need to pull it away from purple and bring some of that down because I want more like a navy blue. Now I'm gonna show you a easy option too, because I'm playing with a lot of colors right now. If I turn off hue saturation, just go ahead and choose a solid color. This is why when I make my smart templates, this is why I do this, y'all. So I can just go straight for my navy blue, go to the blend mode and go to color, and it colors everything. But you can also choose different blend modes that might, let's go hue so I can keep my blacks. Okay, see how that hue kind of changes it to this? I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so I'm gonna go with this. And because I can't say this is a PNG, if I'll tell you what, all of these things that I'm doing right now, I'll give y'all those in the class. So if you want this to be able to change the colors of this thing, you have it. Let me save it as a TIFF so you have those layers. And so this one I'm gonna call Field Navy in any color. So you'll be able to change that any color if you want. All right. Okay, dokes. Now, before I close out of this, I already know that I'm gonna need some more space, right? So let me go ahead and come out of this, grab some extra imagery up here to the top. Now, what I have to do um, while I'm doing this is I have to turn off all this color stuff. I want to only affect what's currently here on the base layer. All right, let me go Control 0, tell it generative fill, let it do what it does. Thank you, Van Teresa. Van Teresa says this lady is on fire for y'all, of course. If y'all show me that like this is what you want to see, and it like this excites me too. I'm not fronting on y'all. Like I love to create. I know you all love to create. I just want to show you how to create in a way that helps you scale. And if I'm gonna design this one time, I don't even think y'all know how many countless hours that I spend making templates, but if I design it one time and you all can get a million uses or infinite uses out of it, then I know it was worth those, 6 to 12 hours I might spend developing something for y'all. Okay. This is why I do it. So that when you all come into it, you literally coming into it with a 5-minute plan. Okay. If I put in 6 hours, can y'all give me 5 minutes for your business? I love y'all. All right, so I'm gonna bring this down because I know at the bottom of the shirt, I'm gonna kind of probably want some extra little imagery down here so it doesn't just cut off abruptly at the bottom. So same thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one and think, ooh, I like the stars. It reminds me of like Friday Night Lights and stuff. Let me go with the stars on that one. I didn't even see that. So I chose a star variation and I'm gonna merge that down. So then that way, because if you have too much generative fill and your computer ain't feeling the general generative fill, it will slow down and maybe even crash on you. Just letting you know. Let me go ahead and save my work just in case. All right, I'm gonna save this too, just in case. Let's go ahead and grab this bottom area now. And I'm going to again do generative fill. Kim, you're gonna have fun. Wednesday class is gonna be super quick, but yes, I understand if you got church, I understand. But it will be ready for you to follow, and the Wednesday class will be super quick. Okay. The Wednesday class is really for you all to get real live Photoshop help. All right, let's see. Do I want that? Nope, I don't want that. I think I'll go with one. And if you don't like any of them, you can hit generate again. But this is like excess on the bottom of the shirt. I'm not even worried about this. Now, I also feel like this little area right here with these words, I don't like the words, but you know what? I'm gonna leave them alone because that's something y'all can get into if you want. I'm trying to go ahead and retire tonight because we've been talking a long time. All right, let's go ahead and right click, merge that down. All right, so I have my tall space to go up into my neck area. I want some more sleeve area. So now the way that I can do this one, because I want to put it the same amount each side, I'm going to canvas size, see what the height is right now. It's 1860. I'm just going to head and make the width 1860. Well, no, let me make it 2000. Okay. All right, and of course it's going to be white on the sides there. It's cool. Is I can do this. Now I can hold down shift and technically I can do the left and the right at the same time. Sometimes I don't like doing that because it gives me funky results, but let's see how funky we get. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Kim. Kim says, I am enjoying this. I'm glad. I'm glad. I know it seemed a little intimidating, but y'all look at this. Look how this is gonna fill out this shirt. All right, so that's that. Let's hit okay. Let's hit yes. We'll save that. Oh, we gotta oh not no. I'm talking. I need to put that blue. Ooh, that blue is it. That is it. And if I feel like I don't want blue in the middle of that field there, if I wanted it kind of to be the black, which I think no, I'm gonna leave it alone. But if I didn't want it, I could put a layered mask on that and make the color of the field show through here. I'm grabbing too much purple. I'm playing too much. I don't feel like doing that. I want to keep it monochromatic. Let me just leave it alone. Let me leave it alone, Shannon. You said you was gonna keep it simple, sublimator. Keep it simple, Shannon. Let's go ahead and hit yes to save that. Now for the flip. Let's go. Okay, I need somebody to time me. It's 10:05. I need to be done with this client's design by, well, I'm going to give myself the next minute because just so I give myself the full 5 minutes. And if I talk fast, it's because I'm on the clock. Okay. So when you're on the clock, it matters. I'm also going to go ahead and start off. All right, here we go. Disable layer. I got my full background here. Let's go. I'm going to the background here. I'm going to make sure I have my move tool selected. Right click. Go to my grunge there. I'm going to go on top of the field. Okay. I'm going to take this grunge off right now so I can see what I'm doing. Go to my field. File. Place embedded. File. Place embedded. I'm going to grab my bears. I go view. Large icons. I'm going to grab that navy. Boom there. I'm going to make it bigger so I can cover this whole shirt. Here we go. I told you I was going to need that extra field at the bottom, and I went line. All right, so that's that. I'm getting the stars at the top. Let's go ahead and change out the mascot here. So the accent, I'm going to double click right there. File, place embedded. Now you see how fast we're going to be able to move through class because you're ready. You know, this is how fast you're going to be able to move through your orders because you're ready. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and save those changes. This is how fast you're going to be able to mock them up in the Automizer because you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and change out our mascot here. Photo 1, double click. Let's do file, place embedded. And let's go ahead and bring our bear in that we recolored. He looking tough. That's it right there. That's our guy right there. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the previous image, close out, hit yes to save. And like I said, you'll have all three of these inside this template. Boy, y'all can't tell me y'all will not be able to make money with this template. You hear me? All right, now the next for this one, instead of for the text and the colors, we already have our colors chosen. So I'm gonna go to color number 1, go to my swatches here. I'm gonna duplicate the layer. You can use my mock-ups as your mock-ups. If you don't have these schools right now, go ahead and take my images, make some mock-ups with my images and sell this. Y'all hear me? All right, so color number 1, I wanted blue to be my color number 1. All right, and then color number 2, I will choose the red. All right. Actually, you know what? For color number 1, since we already had blue there, I'm gonna make red my color number 1. Just see when I flip it. All right, color number 1 is now the red. Okay, and then color number 2 is gonna be the blue. Nope. Color number 2 is gonna be the red. Uh, there we go. All right. Let's see. Then I want color number. Which one do I want to be the blue? Because it's just a text. I think I want the tigers to be red because I already have a lot of blue going on. Y'all, let me go ahead and do this for you too. All right, so down here, I want to be red. So my word tigers, I'm gonna make that blue. So color number 1, I'm gonna make blue. Because what I'm going to do is I am going to down here at the bottom. Y'all know I love gradients, right? I'm gonna show y'all why I love gradients. So I'm gonna pull on color number 2 and I'm gonna change the blend mode to color, or I'll change it to hue. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is grab my gradient tool, put a layer mask on here, and I'm gonna fade it. Y'all already know what I do. What I do. And I think I'm even gonna go for an angle. There we go. Kind of get a little bit of red into the stadium over there. All right. So that is my little red up in there. If I want to do some levels, I can. If my color isn't coloring how I need it to, I can do levels just for that color. Yeah. All I would have to do is take this Alt, click and drag that layer mask so that it only goes where the red is. And I can get darker with my red, or even lighter with it if I wanted to. There we go. Now I'm getting that deep red. I'm liking that. All right, so let's go ahead and change this helmet out because I'm over here. I'm playing too much, y'all. I was supposed to be, look, I'm adding extra stuff in this template for y'all. This was supposed to be a 5-minute tip, a 5-minute flip. And the reason why it's not is because I'm doing what I tell y'all not to do for y'all customers. Don't do the extra. All right, so it's blue in the background. I'm gonna make the helmet red so I get a little contrast. I will take my logo here and let's do file, place embedded, boom, boom. And I can put my logo there. There we go. Brought it in, filled up the space. Now we're ready to be in there like swimwear. Let's go ahead and update that change. There it is, and my helmet's still on fire. And I'm done. And of course, it's not tigers. Oh, I know what I want to show you. If you don't like the gradient there in the text, how it looks metallic instead of the color blend mode, you can put it on normal. It'll be a flat color, or you can choose any of these other blend modes. Okay, hard light looks pretty cool. Multiply usually works too. I'm going to keep it on color, and then I'm just going to change the levels. All right. Less white. There's my dark blue. And instead of the word tigers, double click on the T and bears. And we're done. So even with all that extra talking and adding some extra stuff in there that I shouldn't have, we still got it done in about 6 minutes, okay? Van Teresa said 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Oh, I got to get it down. I got to stop talking. All right, so that's it, y'all. You all will have this. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you turn on the DTF layer mask. If you don't want the DTF layer mask, drag it down to the DTF layer mask holding area and then throw on that sublimation mask. Y'all hit different. It's just smooth. It's fuzzy. It's given like supreme premium design. Okay. That's it. That's all, folks. So listen, we spent all this time together. All I ask is for my people. Monday, come to your AI class. Wednesday, come to your VIP Photoshop class. Boom, design is done. You'll have 4 of these done for homework. You hear what I'm saying? So now y'all see what I'm talking about, the 4. I just switched out one design in 5 minutes. Y'all can do the same thing. So if you tell me you can't spend 20 minutes flipping this design after we done spent all this time doing this AI artwork tonight, then why are we doing the AI artwork if you're not going to use it? Okay. So 4 designs, you're going to do 1 in class. Then I want you to do 3 after class. Before you go to bed, I got to give y'all deadlines. Before you go to bed, post your 4 designs inside of the Facebook group. Okay. I'm telling y'all what to do because at the end of these 4 weeks, I'm going to recognize the people. I'm not giving y'all no prizes. I'm not coming out of pocket. Your prizes, you did the work to grow your business, okay? But I'm going to have a special recognition for those that actually do the work. And I hope that by you doing the work, that you actually get the benefit of the business, which is the whole point of doing this, okay? So Monday, post your AI artwork. Wednesday, post that you flipped your 4 designs and you can watermark them, do whatever you have to do. That's cool, right? And then on Thursday, if you do that, then the people on Thursday, I will give you a special I'll give the people on Thursday because I said y'all have to earn this. I'm going to give you a list of the 200 mascots. I will give you a list of the 40 no, I have 60 artists that we used the prompt tonight. Listen to what I'm saying. You gotta make sure that you hit all the marks though. Okay. And then on Thursday, I will give you this extra bonus. I will even give you the description of how I would describe this for your Shopify store. Listen to this bonus because this is gonna help you go. Because we're talking about Shopify on Thursday. All right. Maybe Coach Chrissy will have something for you. If you actually post it on Shopify, maybe Coach Chrissy will have you something for Etsy. I don't know. That's on her if she want to do a bonus if you post something, okay? But we're gonna have some check-ins. We're gonna have some accountability. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna get it together. Together. Okay. All right. And then Saturday, I want to see y'all post your Automizer results. And then on Sunday, I want you to tell me, what do you want to do next? You get to tell me. If you did all of that, you get to tell me, hey, coach, look, Doc, I did all this work. I know you working, but this is what I want to see next. I wanna do a memorial design like this. I want to do these bubble tumbler, whatever these 3D puff tumbler designs. If y'all want to learn that in Illustrator, I will teach you that. As long as you're showing me that you're applying the work you're giving me, okay? That's the prize. The people who are doing the work, I want to start listening to you because you are willing to put in the effort, you're willing to post about it, you're willing to go the extra mile, then I'm going to go the extra mile for you. Okay? And that's regardless of whatever your level of membership is. I work where I see the work. Okay? Regardless of what your membership is. You can be a standard member or you could just have bought this one template and this one AI class and you're like, look, doc, I want to show you that I'm not even a member yet. I don't know why you would do that. Because if you buy one template, you could have bought the whole month. You know, a template is $40 or $50. You get 8 templates every single month. I'm just saying. But, if $40 was all you had, you didn't have an extra 10, I can't even say I get it. But do what you have to do, okay? So join the membership. Make sure you're unlocking these templates every single week. You unlock at least 2 templates. Your first week, if you're a brand new member, even if you choose the $50 plan, you don't get to come to the live classes, but you get all the templates, you get the recordings, okay? $50 plan means that you get 12 templates your first month and you get 8 templates and classes every single month after that. Okay. And when I tell you they unlock fast, they unlock fast. You can't even do 8 templates a week. Well, actually, you can. You really can because they're 5-minute templates. right? So that's the thing. I'm giving you all the angles. $50, I'm telling you everything you can do from there. Come to the AI class on Monday. It's $27. $27 to come in here and get what we got. And now this is what I'm saying. You can screenshot these prompts right now. I don't care. It's not. Here's the thing. The information could be free. What you sell is you sell the work. You sell the implementation. So somebody can sit here and get ideas off of you for free. They can go to your Etsy store right now and be like, "Ooh, she got a hot seller. Let me copy that type of design." It's gonna happen. Trust and believe. It happens to me all the time. But what they cannot take from me is how I implement the work that I do, the conditioning that I have to do this because I does this. And that's what I want you to understand about what you're doing. Your blessing is for you. Just put in the work and focus. Put your blinders on and focus on your job, your mission. I'm giving you a mission right now. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, I done gave you a full blueprint. Who in there making patches? Y'all in there making the patches? Let's go. Y'all in there making the patches. Let's go. I didn't even tell y'all to do that yet. Look, I'm over here about to cry because I see that y'all want the work. You are putting in the work. Y'all want this. And if you want it, you're going to use your why to figure out how to get it. You're going to make an opportunity. You're not going to wait for any opportunity. And this is what I'm proud of. This is why I do this. This is why I'm up staying on this computer for 4 hours straight with y'all. And this is why it took me hours upon hours to even prepare for this class. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Okay. Now, I love y'all. No, the template will be available for Wednesday class, but it'll be available right at 7 o'clock. Usually is when we open it up for 7 to 8. You can go ahead and unlock that template. Basically, you download it, be ready for class. And if you cannot attend this class, that's why we have the replay. We got you. Okay. So who was it? Kim? I know you're not VIP yet. You get to be VIP for a day and have access early and all that good stuff. Okay. Coach Chrissy said you just can't not do extra. I think, and you know what? I think that's a pretty accurate description. I'm glad that you all enjoyed this. I'm glad that y'all throwing me my flowers. I thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's time for y'all to get to work. Matter of fact, let me check in this chat. Let me see if y'all just been sitting here watching me and eating popcorn. Y'all been working. Let me ask you this in the chat tonight. I stayed here late with y'all. Do you have your four? Do you have your four mascots? If you have your four mascots, don't tell me no yes. Ooh, look at y'all making it red. Don't tell me. I want you to tell me what your four mascots are. Go. Four mascots. Call them out. Call them out. Look, I don't turn into a real deal coach. I didn't turn into my daddy up in here. Call them out. Come on, y'all getting quiet on me talking about some thank you, Doc. Thank me by showing me you doing what you're doing. What's your four mascots? Even if you haven't completed them, what are your four mascots? Say it, state it, and it's done. Okay. Seahawk. Oh, my Emma pie. That's my niece, y'all. I see you, baby. Okay. All right, we got cougars, dolphins, wolves, tigers. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Name them. Name them. All four. Let me get all four. One line. All four. Van Teresa. Okay. Van Teresa, because you're not sure. Let me go to my list. I'm gonna go to my list and I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can screenshot this real quick just in case y'all don't do y'all homework. And I'm gonna let y'all screenshot this real quick. Uh-oh, that's my wrong one. Go on screenshot that real quick. You get the first 20. The first 20 is right there. Boom. I'm gonna let whoever's here live right now get this first 20. That's it. And I'm gonna put it in there, but it's gone. It's off the screen now. You snooze, you lose. And I'm taking the replay down. So customer happiness, I'll put that in the working doc. So y'all got the first 20. If you didn't know, now you know what the top 20 mascots are for Well, customer happiness. I don't want to work out. Okay, there you go. I ain't want to mess up what you was working on there, but I put the list in the working doc. Okay. So Vantrisa, you can do top one is Eagles, second is Tigers, third one is Panthers, fourth one is Bulldogs. If you do one of those top four, I guarantee it's gonna resonate with a school around you. Okay. Guarantee. Or a school online. It don't even have to, that's the beauty of what y'all doing. It's digital art. Go mock this up, put it in your Etsy store, put it on your Shopify. And the way I'm saying put, y'all better know I'm putting some emphasis on that. Put it in your Shopify, put it on your Etsy, and go to work. Go to work. It takes 5 minutes to design this, maybe 10 minutes to use the Automizer and mock it up on 5 different products. That's 20 listings, 4 mascots, 5 products for each of those mascots. That's 20 products that you're going to have in your Etsy store. That's 20 products that you're going to have in your Shopify store every single week. If you did that, let's be clear what consistency does. Because this is why I have to tell y'all what was the main thing for my success. Yes, it's having a high level skill. Y'all got that. Y'all got Photoshop. Y'all got AI. These are high level skills in case you did not know. But with the high level skill, you must also have consistency. Okay. So here we go. We got 20 for 50 weeks out of the year. I'm going to let y'all get a 2-week vacation. 1,000 listings in your Etsy store, 1,000 listings on your Shopify store, 1,000 opportunities for somebody to Google what it is that they want and hit on your store. Okay. So I got my niece up in here. I got my nephew up in here. I'm telling y'all, this is a real deal challenge. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. If a 10 and a 12-year-old can produce 20 products and upload them to, I'm going to show them how to upload them to the Etsy store. I'm going to show them how to, as a matter of fact, I have Coach Chrissy show them how to do the Etsy store. I'm going to show them how to upload them to Shopify. Matter of fact, I ain't even got to show them how to upload them to Shopify. Coach Nigel can show them how to do that. I'm going to motivate them and tell them how to design in AI on Monday and what we're going to do for the template on Wednesday. Coach Chrissy going to teach them how to design on Wednesday. My 10-year-old nephew and my 12-year-old niece did the AI last week. They did the Photoshop class. They turned out their designs. Y'all can go back and watch the video. They were in there. They were in the class, screen showing and all. They will be able to create 1,000, actually 2,000 because it's 2 of them. Y'all, I'm putting y'all to work. Don't tell nobody about these child labor laws. I don't think they work when it's your business. I don't think so. But that's 2,000 listings we'll have for the year. I want y'all to listen to this. If a 10 and a 12-year-old can do this, there is no reason why you can't. You got this. And I believe in you. That's why I'm taking all this extra time to tell you what I believe in. Okay? Get those together. Then we can talk about your marketing, your branding, your growing, your scaling. Right now, you're not producing. I had to get you're not producing. And we just got to get past this point. You got the high level skill on check. You need the consistency. And then from there, we can scale. Okay. So that's the last time I'm preaching to y'all tonight. And for real this time. I love you and I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, y'all. Customer happiness is gonna be mad at me. They ain't say nothing. They always sweet. They love us, but yeah, I kind of worked them a little late tonight. Thank you, customer happiness. Thank you, coaches. Thank y'all for listening to me rant at the people that we love. Thank you to all the coaches that help out with Coach Ann in newbie class, Coach Nigel helping y'all with Shopify, Coach Chrissy helping y'all with Photoshop on Wednesday classes, pulling you out the mud, won't even let you get stuck. You hear me? And shout out to Coach Nancy helping y'all with the Automizer. Shout out to, who am I? I got to be forgetting somebody. Coach Ant helping us with content. Matter of fact, he was helping me today, almost 3 hours. Listen, we got a team, y'all. Please make sure you use it. Coach Walt helped y'all with your business readiness. Come on. We got too much going on not to be successful. You hear me? All right. Coach Des. Oh, yes. Coach Des been showing out for y'all. Subbing on Sundays. Y'all go check out the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, I don't know why, because it's free. All you got to do is get in the room, see what's going on. You don't even have to be a member or anything. Just come in the room, see what's going on. Know that this is your place. Know that we are your tribe and we got you. All right. I appreciate you. I love you dearly. And until next time, y'all get off my live. God, let me get out the Zoom room. Y'all get your homework done. I love y'all. Bye.
The recording
Bye.
has stopped.